Carter Page, the former Trump campaign advisor illegally targeted by the Obama administration, recently wrote a book about his experiences during the scandal. He spoke with One America's Christina Bobb to discuss the still unraveling plot to take down President Trump. Take a look.
Carter Page, a former U.S. Navy intelligence officer and Donald Trump campaign team member, was illegally targeted by the CIA, FBI, and Department of Justice during the 2016 presidential election. Since that time, the Inspector General of the Department of Justice has written a scathing report about the abuses of power at the hands of the government. Mr. Page details those abuses and his experience in his new book, Abuse and Power: How an Innocent American Was Framed in an Attempted Coup Against the President.
It was really a multi-dimensional attack. There was the media, which was working in conjunction with the Democratic Party. And they were, the Democratic Party, they had a number of campaign operatives who were doing this smear campaign to try to make then candidate Trump look as bad as possible. So unfortunately, and they kept trying and trying throughout the summer of 2016 to push out this false story to all kinds of contacts in the media.
Mr. Page has a history serving the U.S. intelligence community and worked in Russia in the past. He was well versed in foreign affairs and was in the advisory role to the Trump campaign for foreign affairs. As a dedicated American public servant, why would the federal government target him?
I think largely as a distraction technique, because there were some terrible stories coming out about these emails that got disclosed from the DNC and Mrs. Clinton. And so they were essentially, it was a distraction. I learned that the Democrats had hired these foreign agents and these operatives to plant these false stories related to Trump supporters, such as myself.
Mr. Page fought for years to correct the lies spread by the media. He had to rebuild his reputation and correct the record by publicly acknowledging he had assisted the CIA. The Obama-Biden administration committed many offenses against Carter Page, yet the personal attack was not what bothered him the most.
The thing that bothered me the most is the election interference and just the total disrespect for U.S. institutions and the democratic processes of the United States with this total sham witch hunt driven by the Democrat Party in conjunction with the Obama-Biden administration and, again, their colleagues in the media. So, unfortunately, you know, I realized just how fraudulent this entire sham was from the very beginning.
As any freedom-loving American would do, Carter used the power of the press to correct the narrative and tell the truth, and make the truth available by writing his story for himself.
I realized that I really need to start setting the record straight. Particularly, again, one of my biggest concerns is the election interference that this represented by the Democrats. So the ability to really tell the full story and expose the terrible criminal activity by many of these perpetrators with their interference in the last presidential election. I realize now in the final months before the next presidential election, we really need to set the record straight. And that's the purpose of the book.
Mr. Page has taken the initiative to tell his story and inform the public about the dangers of an unchecked federal government. I'm Christina Bobb for One America News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.